Hi Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. I am Divine from Carrot 144, very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their sun, moon, rising signs in the zodiac sign of Aquarius, unlimited to anyone who should find this message, or should this message find you. For your reading, I will be doing a 3-card spread of love, money, and you, and then we'll get a major arcana, and then we'll get a card from the end of the world as we know it deck, created by me, that has the lunar moon phases and zodiac signs. Everything has been pre-shuffled, so let's go ahead and get started here. Get your first card for love for Aquarius. A love card for Aquarius. Love card for Aquarius. Okay, we have the 6 of Cups reversed. And this could be the release of a karmic or a soulmate. Yeah. It could be, yeah, that's it. There's so many other things it could be, but that's the first thing that wanted to come through. And it doesn't want to really be looked into or dived deep into. It is what it is there. Release of a karmic or a soulmate. A breakup. And then the 6 energy will be 6th house Virgo. 6 is having to do with also love, but I get it being more pertaining to the actual Virgo energy. And then I do notice this 9 energy. That's going to be Virgo also too, so a Hermit energy will also be significant there. And that could just have to be with, dealing with some healing or going within to really truly reflect on possibly things that have happened, why a breakup may have taken place, why anything happened related to the soulmate all in itself. And then cups will be water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and a fucus. Like I do see a sun here as if to give like internal light. So that could be part of that. Hermit energy. The Hermit card is a card of 9 in the major arcana, and it's a Virgo card. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. And I believe, well, no, I think that might have just ended. I was meditating to the Mercury aura right before this reading began. And so I do believe we have shifted into the moon aura. But I do also get a sun energy here too. So that being more about illumination and that light energy. Or in the Hermit card, you would see someone holding a light. For traditional decks is the one I'm thinking of, coming from the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. All right, and that's it. Okay, let's get your money card for Aquarius. Money card for Aquarius. Money card for Aquarius. Money card for Aquarius. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups reversed, Two of Wands reversed, the Lovers reversed, Ten of Cups reversed, the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So I get, with the amount of water that's here in the money, there being an unfortunate loss here. And then we do have, that wanted to resonate a little bit more than these other cards. But the reversal 6 here, possibly being related to what's here. This will be a lack of harmony, but then also I'm getting a poor decision that was made and something backfiring, where I'm getting karma connected to what's here in the money section. With all of the reversals, this will also be very strong scorpionic energy, very dark energy, so I get more of that internalization, the going within, the reflecting energy, and what's really going on beneath the surface. Ace of Cups will be a no. Like with the cups being overturned, there's no fluidity. So that's where I get a great amount of misfortune. And then that wheel reversed will speak to that too. In the wheel, there are 2 negative attachments that we see here. And I don't really get much from this. I just get it being the overall energy. I do see Judgment here with 2 tens, and that'll be part of the poor decision, where I'm getting that mainly from here. A stop action energy with the fire being in reverse, where I'm getting it being connected to a 3 energy, so possibly something having to do with a karmic energy. That might have been a pretend empress is what I'm getting. Yeah, I'm getting the energy of 21 in the World card also too. And that is going to be the next card after the Judgment card. And then with the 11 cups here, like this is a lot of cups. There's 11 cups here in the money, where I get justice coming in. And there being an injustice of some sort. And then with the 6 of cups to the 11, that'll be 17 cups, where I get that being connected to a star card. And there being no hope in a situation, because there was no love brought into something and a poor decision was made. So someone playing with fate, possibly choosing free will, having some kind of jaded perspective, making poor judgment, going against one's intuition. That'll also be a testament to the reversal cups energy. Going against intuition and being more in a toxic energy and making really, really bad decisions. And this being a karmic return of some sort here for someone. And I get it being, given that this is in a reading and it's coming to the light where someone may have tried to suppress it, it's surfacing here, and it could be related to what I see here with the sun energy, where I picked that up here. So this being brought to light where someone may have been targeted, connected to money, third-party situations, believing possibly that there was going to be a win by attacking someone or targeting someone, attempting to make someone a sacrifice, and it completely backfiring. All right, let's get your U card. And what I get overall from this will be being about lessons learned. U card for Aquarius. Being indecisive, I'm also getting that too. And that part, being a part of the poor judgment. U card for Aquarius. There's a very somber energy also too. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. And that wanted to relay itself as a reversal energy and then want to appear as this energy here where I'm not even, right away I got gossip. Gossip and aggressive behavior. This would be about delivering some kind of news. It's not going to be necessarily truth with the energy that I'm picking up. The dark horse energy will speak to the darkness. What I got was this being about the suppression coming to the surface. So what's been suppressed connected to someone possibly lying, gossiping, saying things that are not true, almost like being found here with the weapon in their hand also, or what it is that they utilize, which will be this sword here, and then wanting to portray themselves as this here, because in all essence by the self, this would be fast actions towards delivering the truth, but to have this be seen in the way that it did on its way out to the rest of the cards here, it didn't quite make it in the upright, where I do get this being the significant energy. Given that we have a majority of those here, we'll take a look at the bottom to see what's up with that. It could even be like what I just said, being related to toxicity and that wheel energy and how that's turning to surface the truth about toxic energies. And so then this air energy will be Aquarius, and then also Gemini and Libra. Okay, just get someone feeling like super guilty, wanting to hide, not being able to hide. Let's see what's at the bottom. And then Knights will be representative of Chariot energy. Eight of Cups. Walking away from an emotionally fulfilling situations, circumstances, people. And with this being in the upright, I am getting a Queen of Pentacles energy, seeing this flower energy here. And this being related to a Queen of Pentacles who has walked away. Possibly this energy here who's been targeted because it's been unjust and unfair, where I did get the Justice energy and it being in reverse. Speaking to the injustice. So this will be walking away from what does not serve, what is not fulfilling emotionally, towards what is fulfilling emotionally, which will be the Nine of Cups. And then the Scorpio energy here will be in the upright. We'll speak to that lighter energy. All zodiac signs have a light and a dark. A majority of this will be dark Scorpio energy, where I get this being light. And that is an instance of the Hermit energy. So having that internal reflection, realizing one's actions, the circumstances surrounding that, why one may have made those decisions, and walking away in order to be fulfilled because it feels good. Where I do see regrets over a third party connected to a Queen of Pentacles. Now, it doesn't have to be the Queen of Pentacles. It could be the Hermit energy that's going through this reflection. But I did pick up a majestic, mystic energy of a Queen of Pentacles walking away. This could even be like an old story. Like I get with the karmic energy, something just being already done and someone still being in their feelings about something that happened years ago. I also get that too. And it could just be that the gossip related could be a reactive energy because someone decided to walk away and then caused a lot of heartache and pain towards an innocent person because they did what was best for them. And now this all coming to the surface. Let's get your major arcana. All coming to the surface. Just like I said, here's the Moon card reversed. And that'll be the reveals. We have the Sun and the Moon energy. So that'll speak to the soulmate energy, masculine and feminine. Sun being masculine, the Moon being feminine. But we have the crustacean energy, who could be a Scorpio energy, as we see above the surface, being seen in the moonlight. In the darkness, here's the pillars of justice. I do get that being the beam energy that's surrounding this. And then I see a world card energy, and this being a protective energy for the feminine energy possibly that was picked up here, who will be the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, I do get that Capricorn energy and the correlation with the polarity of Cancerian energy being here from this card. And then strong Pisces also too. This will be a reversal 9 here as well. So I just get it being related to what's here with that confirmed of that 6 right here. The 18, 1 and 8 creating a 9. 9s are also Sagittarius energy. And the polarity energy of Sagittarius will be Gemini. So a reveal. And here's Judgment. And I did channel that with these 2 10s here. 2 10s. Someone being judged, poorly judged, making really bad decisions against another human being or human beings, is what I'm hearing. Awakenings and karma. This is a card of karma. Judgment Day. That may be the title. Okay, and then let's see what's at the bottom of the deck here for you. Very interesting. This came through in the last reading that I did for Capricorn, so that could be relevant for you. We have a lot of Capricorn energy, Saturn being the ruler of Capricorn and Aquarius. So I feel that tie-in with the Capricorn is going to be significant for you. But we have the Hanging Man in reverse. No suspension, no being held, chained, bound, or made to be a sacrifice. Being a divine conduit. And then I did mention this being very similar to a pickup of the Justice card, where I'm even seeing this wheel energy being connected to this here and this being beneath. almost as if to say it's the serpent energy, but then also will be the Sphinx energy here too. So no matter which way you turn this wheel, the attachments have zero effect as they intend with whatever it is that they hold here. To either try to stop the wheel, prolong the wheel from moving, attaching all in itself, but being seen for this here too. And so I also get, you know, someone rising above this, being elevated, but also protected. This is a divine conduit energy. It's also about having greater perspective, but I do get a great sense of there being no stagnancy. That was possibly designed to be intended with the targeting energy and the money. And then also with the love section there too. Connected to gossip in hurtful ways because someone did what was best for them. This could be relevant in other situations. I'm also picking that up, the hanging man and that whole terminology in itself. The red and the green will be Taurus and Scorpio energy, where I did get strong Scorpio energy. The polarity for Scorpio will be Taurus. And then the energy of Christmas will also be significant. I also picked up the red, gold, and green. That's a part of this garment. And that being connected to karma. It's very simple. There's karma here. So whether someone has put out good karma, they're getting good karmas back tenfold. If you put out bad karma, or, you know, you put out bad things, you get bad karma tenfold. And that being, you know, the call of the universe will also be what I get here. So in that 3D sense, with the poor decisions, the bad actions, it, you know, is being met by the universe accordingly, and they're responding. And this will be a card of Pisces, a card of 12 that comes together to create a 3. And so with this 3 being here connected to that wheel energy, where I also got the Justice card and that dark energy connected to illumination of the dark in the Justice card. And I've gotten that for another reading here too, that just goes back to the wheel, wanting to suppress something, but it coming to light, it being brought to the surface. And that's all here in the cards. And then the 12 energy with the 2-6 energies, those both create the 12 that's here. So that'll also confirm the love and money connection that I was also picking up too. Let's get your final card. For Aquarius, the 8 symbol will be that karma energy connected to Saturn. Also too, the 8s are associated with Saturn as well. Aquarius. So I feel there were actions taken without looking at the bigger picture, or thinking ahead, or thinking about the consequences, or realizing that the energy that was being targeted was probably the wrong person to target. And I shouldn't say the wrong person. I feel everything happens for a reason. And so the person that was targeted was designed to be along that path, to be able to bring about a certain ending to the toxic behavior and the poor decisions, to bring about awakenings. This will be a karma bringer type situation, which is a part of the light worker mission. So it's all in order as it should be. Card for Aquarius. Like someone really taking things too far and they're just needing to be met with an ending. And this is the ending. Card for Aquarius. One card for Aquarius. Like, I get that going beyond gossiping too, like just being completely overly aggressive and attacking someone or someone's. Card for Aquarius, not being illuminated. Card for Aquarius. First quarter, and that landed right on the Hanging Man, where I get that being intent connected to money and wanting to lessen someone or have someone to be without. Could also be about penny pinching, being stingy, not giving, withholding, and again, having the intent for someone to be without. And so on the flip side of that, as I just said right before these cards were delivered, coming across an energy of a divine conduit who's designed as a light worker to be there to be able to end this, to reverse these, to transmute that energy of the negative intent, where you see extension, courage, and balance being a part of the first quarter moon energy. The first quarter moon also comes after the crescent moon phase and is right before the gibbous phase. And this all happened, it could be coming about, but I get that this already all happened. And this speaking to the phase energy that happened right before the full moon that we just had on May 1st. Today is May 3rd. The keywords for first quarter moon will be organize, confront, motivate, assert, materialize, form, empower, and pursue. And so that also gives me the Aquarius energy from within you as the star card energy, and transmuting the energies of negativity and toxicity and turning it into gold, and then that being a part of the Saturnian energy. So it's very similar, I was getting ready to say, to this card in the way that it wanted to be this way, but it's actually showing itself here in reverse. So we have disseminating moon. This is after. And so I get this being about what I said about something already being over and someone wanting to continue on with something that doesn't even matter. And because of that, it's just continued to ruminate to where it's now being completely illuminated. No more suppression, and there being a surfacing of some truth. So with disseminating in reverse, I get it being associated with the amount of reversals that we have here in the poor judgment. As I say that, I'm noticing that the wisdom here is in reverse. The moon aura just began, so we were still in the Mercury aura. I believe I might have just gotten a text message as a notification. I wasn't able to see my phone when the notification went off, but that will confirm the moon aura just beginning as I'm speaking on this here. So, unwise. Everything here in reverse. There being no self-love. Someone not knowing about love or having love for themselves. And then returning, being in reverse. And that just brings me to, you know, someone doing what was best for them. Someone did not like that. And then just made complete chaos as a result. Overreacted and reacted and was harmful towards an innocent person. So then the key words that'll be completely opposite given that this is in reverse. And then I see 3 hearts here connected to third parties. So end third party situations also here too that are toxic. Heal, share, teach, communicate, demonstrate, release, review, and amend. And I almost get like a negative intent to keep someone from being the light worker that they are, when that's just completely nonsense. Jaded perspective will be a part of that, and that poor decision making, making unwise decisions towards the glory of God and divine and his order and what was intended for his plan here on earth. And so that being a complete offense, where we do have that unjust energy, the unjust energy from the 11s that came through with the justice card wanting to be mentioned and not really being here, but it is here. With the 1 and 1 creating a 2, you have that here in Judgment. And then I picked that Judgment up before it even appeared here as a major arcana. So this is just more evidence and light. I feel will be very similar to this. And then this also relaying the energy of a high priestess, but also that world card energy that I was getting here for this particular energy, because someone walked away and did what was best for them and did not deserve to be attacked, to be haunted, taunted, abused, accused, lied on, slandered, mistreated. We'll see what's at the bottom here. I'm going to leave that there with this energy here. This can go here. Sagittarius. And notice the arrow is going up. This is genuine energy of divine energy. It'll confirm the 9 energy. A lot of you possibly having strong Sagittarius in your chart. Where you may have been that person attacked, and then in being in your truth and in your power, it's reflecting the truth of what has happened towards you, coming from an unwell person or persons. So on my way to my next destiny, and that's having your free will choice to do what it is that you wish. Should you have come across this path here of someone who made the decision to go against better judgment, and you being given that right, I am Centaur. That'll be the deity for Sagittarius. The representation color for Sagittarius will be purple. Sagittarius, the life. And so without you, it's possibly, as Sagittarius energy, without that, it's triggered. And someone wanting to do anything at all costs to hold on to that. But it only made things worse for everybody involved. And then here's the 9 energy, where I get that Hermit energy, kind of attesting with the Roman numerals being here. And not necessarily being here that we've seen here with the 9. And then even with this 6 reversed, it doesn't create a 9. So I get that being about the null and void energy of the world card and a karmic cycle completed, but someone not wanting to have that finished, even though it is, and it was. And so this will be good intent, where you see this arrow going down and targeting someone in a hurtful manner. I've gotten this as Sagittarius energy here, this being negative connotation of Sagittarius energy. So this being almost similar to the light and the dark I was speaking on with Scorpio. That could be relevant for the same particular energy here. Being seen for the truth of targeting an innocent person connected to a third-party situation for whatever reasons. Love and money will be those reasons, because that's what this reading is about. And then this energy being a Sagittarius energy also too. The Saturn energy with the scarab beetle will also be here. And I get that being associated here too. And then more evidence of the darkening energy of this disseminating moon connected to the true energy, the genuine energy, where you see there's space as a part of this here. It's not filled in. It's empty. And that's it. I'm not going to spend any more time. I almost feel like this is like trying to prove upon, facts upon facts upon facts. The reading speaks for itself. I'm just relaying what it is that's coming to me in awareness. And Spirit wants me to stop it there. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. And then there's a lot of hearts that are surrounding this arrow. So I do get that being the star card energy and being surrounded by those stars. Where there's, a good amount of stars that you see surrounding the crown versus the intent of what was sent here for someone, where that could be you. Take what resonates. The life. And this completes your reading, Aquarius. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers. And until we meet again, I want to stop there too. For some reason, Spirit's wanted me to speak more on the Sagittarius energy and the importance of this upright energy and the true divinity connected to it. The free-spirited energy, the spiritual leader and teacher and healer. The very fun, loving energy that glows and shines. Shooting the arrow up towards positive intent, having that beautiful mindset of creating and manifesting for the good and for the greatest of all. The purple will also be about royalty energy, and then also could be connected to a fucus, where purple is a color for a fucus too. And then the two hearts that are here, I see this as a Two of Cups, where it's about mastery for Sagittarius and learning lessons connected to putting behind what does not serve. And I get this being a heart of a destined situation, but someone on the other end of that did not make the best decision for themselves. So learning to put that behind in order to move forward and have the true love that Sagittarius energy can beautifully manifest and create. And I feel that's going to be a lot of what's coming through here for you, Aquarius, is a part of you where you may have significant Sagittarius or be connected to a Sagittarius person that's coming through in a future Two of Cups connection and partnership. Ta-da! I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you all. Peace.